Good morning, everyone, and thank you to our great partners joining us here today to talk about Michigan Reconnect. I'm excited to share with you today the great opportunities Michigan Reconnect offers to West Michigan adults 25 and older who take advantage of this new program. Reconnect launched 6 weeks ago with the goal of making it easier and more affordable than ever for adults with some or no college experience to earn a post-secondary degree or skills certificate. Statewide, there are more than 4.1 million Michiganders who are eligible for Reconnect scholarship. That includes 1 million residents in West and Central Michigan. Imagine the possibilities for our families and workforce if even half of those eligible took advantage of this opportunity. That's why we are so thrilled by the interest we've seen for Reconnect and excited to announce that as of today, over 62,000 scholarship applications, including 14,000 statewide that were automatically enrolled who applied for Futures for Frontliners, and 12,000 in West Michigan have already been submitted for Michigan Reconnect. That's in addition to the 120,000 essential workers who applied for tuition-free college or high school completion through Futures for Frontliners. That makes over 180,000 Michiganders connected to good-paying jobs and businesses with the talent they need to thrive. Already this semester, over 15,000 of those frontliners are enrolled in community colleges, including many right here in West Michigan. Both of these Governor Whitmer initiatives align with the state's 60 by 30 goal of ensuring 60% of Michiganders will have a post-secondary degree by 2030. But we can't stop there. We all need to do our part by encouraging any adult without a degree to take advantage of this opportunity. Per capita, Kalamazoo, Kent, and Muskegon counties, respectively, have the largest number of Reconnect applicants in West Michigan, but there are plenty more out there. So if you're at least 25 years old, have lived in Michigan for a year or more, have a high school diploma, and have not yet completed a college degree, then please head to our website, michigan.gov/reconnect, and get started with your application. I'm very proud of all the hard work that has gone into creating this historic opportunity. And we certainly appreciate the support we've seen from both sides of the aisle in the state legislature for this important program. Now, I'd like to turn it over to one of those supporters, State Senator Sean McCann.
Well, thank you, Susan, and good morning, everyone. I'm proud to represent the 20th District of the Michigan Senate, Kalamazoo County, a community that believes in the power of education. We are home to excellent higher learning institutions, including Kalamazoo Valley Community College, Western Michigan University, and Kalamazoo College, and we are also home to the Kalamazoo Promise College Scholarship Program. So we know that college access programs like Michigan Reconnect can be an incredibly strong tool to not just transform the lives of the individuals and families who participate, but to attract and retain talent to a local community. You know, based on my time in the legislature and listening to my constituents, I know that finding highly skilled employees is an ongoing concern in our state. That's why Michigan Republicans and Democrats are working together to find solutions like the Michigan Reconnect program. For example, in fiscal year 2021, we came together as a bipartisan group of legislators and approved $30 million in state funding for the Michigan Reconnect program. I was proud to vote for the creation of this groundbreaking program, and I'm so excited to see its early success, including 2,547 Kalamazoo County residents who have applied to participate in Michigan Reconnect. Reconnect will not only help our residents gain new skills, it will also help our state and businesses meet the growing demand for highly trained and educated workers. But today, only 38% of West Michigan residents 25 and older have an associate's degree or higher, and nationwide, Michigan ranks 34th for post-secondary degrees. In West and Central Michigan, there are hundreds of thousands of citizens who are eligible for Michigan Reconnect. For example, 85,000 people in Kalamazoo County, 236,000 people eligible in Kent County, and 81,000 people in Muskegon County, just to name a few. Certainly, a program like Michigan Reconnect is long overdue. Like my colleagues in the legislature, we are devoted to solving the challenges facing Michigan's businesses, families, and residents. So, if you've always wanted to go to college or return to finish a degree, now may be a great time to make that dream a reality. We know that none of this would be possible without the hard work and dedication from Michigan's 28 community colleges. So now it's my honor to introduce the president of Grand Rapids Community College, Dr. Bill Pink.
Thank you, Senator McCann, and good morning to everyone and happy Monday. It's an honor to be a part of this announcement, a part of this press conference. Here at GRCC, one thing that I talk about quite a bit, and anyone on campus will tell you, if there's two words that he always talks about, it's relevant and responsive. Are we relevant as an institution, and are we responsive to the needs of our community, our students, and responsive to each other? And the reason I bring that up is because I believe that this Michigan Reconnect opportunity does exactly that. It is a relevant piece in terms of helping get folks back to work, get people back into and higher education. It's very relevant because in the place that we are right now in trying to dig out of a pandemic, what more relevant opportunity than to help get folks back to work and to help get our companies back up and running? How relevant and responsive of our state to put this Michigan Reconnect out there for so many Michiganders. And I will tell you that our 28 community colleges here in Michigan are poised and ready for this work. And even more specifically, the community colleges right here in West Michigan, my good colleagues across our West and Central areas are very much ready and very much welcome all of those individuals that will come in our doors because of the Michigan Reconnect. We are also already engaged when, as the senator mentioned, when we talk about Futures for Frontliners. Just here at our institution, over 3,000 individuals already accepted as far as that scholarship is concerned. And this semester, we already have over 1,700 this winter already on campus as part of the Futures for Frontliners. And so what we know between Futures for Frontliners and the Michigan Reconnect, it takes a barrier off the table for many folks who are thinking about what their next is. And so in taking barriers off the table, that's what we're all about in community colleges. Take barriers off the table so folks can access quality higher education that may send them to work, send them to the next institution, or in many cases, in what we see here at GRCC, both. Those individuals who are going to work and going to one of our great four-year partners to say, I need to get at what my next is. And so that's what it means in my mind when it comes to being relevant and responsive. That's what this is all about. That's why Grand Rapids Community College is proud to be a part of such a wonderful work to help our Kent, Ottawa counties, and all surrounding us to help get all of our folks back up to work, back into school, or into school for the first time. What an amazing opportunity this will be. And to those of you out there, as the senator mentioned, of here in Kent County alone, over 200,000 eligible, to all of those out there who are eligible, if you're eligible for the Michigan Reconnect or even Futures for Frontliners, my words to you, come on, come on in, let's get this done. You have an opportunity to really advance in terms of what your next is. To all of those who are eligible, we look forward to getting you on our campus or one of the other campuses in our West and Central regions. But the key is, come, let's get this done and let's get on to your next. That to me is being relevant and responsive. And we always appreciate all those champions across the state who are supportive of this work with the Michigan Reconnect and supportive of getting our folks up and running and getting them to work and getting them to school. We're appreciative of those champions. And right now, it's my honor to introduce one of those champions from over in Muskegon, Jim Edmondson of Greater Muskegon Economic Development. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Pink. I'm honored also to be here today in support of the Michigan Reconnect and to share a few thoughts about its impact on our business community, not only here in Muskegon, but across West Michigan. At Greater Muskegon Economic Development, our focus is to leverage public and private investment to accelerate growth by building a pipeline of talent to fill thousands of high-quality employment opportunities, many of them open right now. That's why we are so proud to be part of the Michigan Connect champion. Along with the rest of the state, we are excited to see the ways Reconnect will help advance the social and economic well-being of our communities. I'm sure it's no surprise to anyone that Michiganders without a college degree or training credentials often face economic challenges. And education beyond high school opens the door to many new opportunities, with earnings of $7,500 more per year for those with a 2-year degree. Research shows that when adults earn degrees and gain new skills, they have the ability to advance in their current workplace, earn higher wages, and fulfill lifelong dreams. At the same time, more training and education, businesses will get the skilled talent they desperately need to not only survive, but to thrive too. But the impact of these improvements extends far beyond the one single employer. Our state recovery and growth depend on a smarter, stronger workforce. Now is the perfect moment in time for Michiganders to take the next step in their education, whether it's an associate degree or a skills certificate. So I encourage all of us to champion Michigan Reconnect. And if you hear that your neighbor or nephew, relative, friend is interested in going to college but not sure the career to pursue, encourage them to visit michigan.gov/connect or their local community college. On the site, you can check out a long list of in-demand careers and see what kind of degree or skills certificate is needed. To Susan and the rest of today's speakers, please know Greater Muskegon Economic Development is honored to be a Michigan Connect champion. Now I'd like to introduce one of our region's first reconnectors, Victoria Ramon Fox.
Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Leo, for asking me to be here today. I was born and raised in Battle Creek. I graduated in 2013 from Lakeview High School. I went through some hard times growing up, including being displaced, family illness, being on government assistance, and more. Today, things are getting better. I have 2 children, my daughter Luna, who is 5, and my son Sol, who is 3. Right now, I work full-time for a public school in Battle Creek, supporting English language learners. And while it's a job that I really love and I'm really good at, I know that my future and the future for my son and daughter relies on me getting a college degree. Up until now, it's been impossible for me to get a degree because of 2 things, which is time and money. But as soon as I heard about the chance for free tuition with the Michigan Reconnect program, I applied right away. I'm so proud to say that this summer I will begin classes at KCC, and already the admissions staff at KCC has been really supportive and made me feel confident in taking this step. Because it's been so long since high school, I'm going to start off with just 2 classes, so I'm not overloaded. And since I'm a single mom, I really appreciate the chance to be able to take online classes, and that gives me the flexibility to care for Luna and Sol during the day and then squeeze in that work, on my spare time. Governor Whitmer in the state of Michigan created an amazing opportunity and one that I'm grateful for. Too often, the working class and traditionally marginalized groups are often dismissed or go through harder times because of not having an education in our society. I'd like to see that change. I believe with my whole heart that the best way to keep my family and my community is to lead by example and not sell myself short. And so now that's possible thanks to Reconnect. I'm a lifelong learner, so my hope is that after an associate's degree at Kellogg, I can continue my education at a Michigan college or university. For now, though, I'm so thankful and excited about Kellogg Community College. I'll be joined by some other community members and leaders in our community, which Jeff Cotton and Fabian Torres. So thank you for letting me share my story. And now Susan Corbin will share some closing comments.
Thank you, Victoria. I can't tell you how happy your story makes me. We all wish you good luck on your journey, and we know that you will be very successful. So thank you to everyone who joined us today. Michigan Reconnect, like so many other programs we're focused on at LEO, aims to expand opportunity for all residents and make our state a better place for everyone. But state government alone can't do what needs to be done. As Jim said earlier, in order to ensure all Michiganders have an opportunity for a prosperous future, we need all businesses, teachers, parents, families, and friends to encourage those they work with or know to take that leap and take advantage of this opportunity to achieve their associate's degree for little to no cost. Please join us in telling them to go online at michigan.gov/reconnect and apply today. It takes 5 minutes and can even be completed on your cell phone. Thanks again to everyone. Now I'll turn things over to Kamara Lewis to handle questions from the media. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. So again, if there's anyone from the media that has questions, go ahead and either type it in the chat or and we will unmute you. Not seeing any questions yet. Okay, well, looks like we did such a good job that no one has questions for us today. So we're gonna go ahead and let Susan close it out.
Okay, all right, well, thank you very much. You know, as we mentioned earlier, this is just really an absolutely historic opportunity for Michiganders. And we are already hearing so many stories, like we heard today, about how transformational this opportunity will be for our Michigan citizens, not only for our citizens, but also for all of our local businesses. You know, prior to the pandemic, we heard from our local businesses that there were jobs that were going unfilled because they couldn't find people in their local communities with the right skill set. So we know that in addition to the impact this will have on our citizens, it will also be so helpful to our local businesses. So thank you very much for all of your time today. Thank you for our great participants. And we'll see everybody in the classroom.